Hello, my name is Angel Galindez, and this is my Cultural Differences interview. Alright, so here are my selfies. Obviously the first one in the corner there is me by myself, and then the next one is me and my friend George, and this is just the first question where it says, what is your cultural or racial or ethnic background? And as you can see, George is Turkish, and I'm Puerto Rican and Irish, but I consider myself Caucasian as far as racially speaking goes. Let's see. Alright, and this is just a map of Turkey and of Puerto Rico. Just for the purposes of this presentation, I'm going to be focusing on my Puerto Rican heritage as opposed to my Irish heritage, but I very much love both parts of it, of myself. Okay, number 2, how is family defined in your culture? So, as you can see, George's answer was, family for him is very much made up of like blood relation, and for me, it doesn't necessarily have to be blood related. I have plenty of people in my family that I consider an aunt or an uncle or a cousin, who are not necessarily blood related. All right, and the next question talked about time. So, in regards to time, we kind of had similar feelings about it, in that, we, at least when it came to like social gatherings and things like that, we were pretty lax when it came to time. Oh, of course, George said though, when it comes to like professional or business affairs, they're very, very punctual. Okay. And education. How is education viewed in your culture? So this is just a little bit about the differences in attitude towards education. Education is very important in the Turkish culture, although he did state that it's more so for men than women, but both are expected to be educated. And for me, I explained a little bit that my family, at least going back, they've always been like manual laborers in Puerto Rico, and education was never that much of a priority until recently, and I think that had a lot to do with like poverty. So education was something in Puerto Rico up until recently that, from my experience and my family's experience, it was more for the more well-off people. All right, and this just talks a little bit about our favorite foods. For George, it is, let's see, I'm not going to try to pronounce that, but it was some kind of dumpling with a cream sauce. And he also talked about how, usually there's like rice and lamb, and like some sort of like flatbreads and stuff to eat it with. And this is a picture of what like something typical would look like. And as for me, oh God, I love so many like foods from Puerto Rico, but my favorite would be like empanadas. And I also love tostones, just everything. All right, and if you were to thank one person for helping you become the person that you are today, who would it be? And as you can see, though we have many differences, this is something that we definitely agreed on. We both said that our moms would be the people that, we would thank if we could only pick one person. All right, and that is it. Thank you guys so much. Gracias. I'm not going to try to pronounce the Turkish way to say thank you because I don't want to butcher it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for your time. And I look forward to seeing your guys' presentations. All right, bye-bye.